like, yo, we gonna crack down on Diddy?
What happens is that the police will bring in a CI and will use him like she was a $3 hoe. That's a confidential informant. They'll let you do crimes, long as you don't do no murders and stuff like that. They'll let you go around and pay you. When I was in law enforcement, dog, they paid confidential informants $250 for revolvers, $500 for automatic weapons, $750 to $1,500 for semi-automatic guns and rifles and machine guns and shit like that. Some confidential informants got payment like that. And plus they get 8% of a case.
Listen, that's being an informant can be very lucrative. And let me tell you something too, man. Some of y'all may not want to hear this. Some of the toughest dudes in your neighborhoods are probably confidential informants. The dudes that act crazy, they ain't afraid to get arrested. You know why they're not afraid to get arrested? Because they tell, they're getting their ops locked up. They're telling on various people. That's why they can go out there and sell dope and mistreat women and do crazy things, because they have no fear of going to jail, because they are a criminal informant. They are a snitch. And it be some of the toughest dudes in your neighborhood. But they snitches, they criminal informants. They out there telling. Yeah, they're making 8% off cases. They making money off of locking up people that look like them. They don't care. And it be always the dude that talks the most bright, because he knows he's a snitch. He knows he ain't going to jail. If he do, he ain't gonna be there very long. Because have y'all seen people? Now again, I'm not trying to shine a light and say this cause of this, but have y'all noticed that there are people who do? You're like, why is he not in jail? This dude is running rampant. It's because he's telling his way out of jail, and because he got people shook, nobody says anything, but people think it. Like, this man is out here toting weapons and selling dope, fighting people, doing all types of crimes, and he's still out here just free as a bird. Or he'll go to jail for like maybe a month or a couple weeks. They'll take him off the street for a little while and put him right back on the street. And they're making money off of it too. So they're not just telling because they want to do it. It's because it's lucrative. I've heard police officers say they were paying their informants. Being an informant is very lucrative. Very lucrative.
%8 of a case. So if they bring in about, just say, they bring in a case $100,000. That's 8,000. What's that? What's that? $8,000. That's 8,000. They bring in $1 million.
Just imagine those RICO cases when they arrest all the whole gang. They get all those weapons and drugs. The CI who helped them is probably getting a piece of that too. Where does the money go when they arrest these guys? Have y'all thought about that?
$1 million case. $1 million case. That person is getting $80,000. I mean, like $80,000 on it. I think if you're talking about 8%, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say this: confidential informants get paid good, but Puff was a millionaire. Him being a confidential informant, him getting money like that, it was favors. He been getting favors and been paying law enforcement people for years to protect him. You understand? To protect him. We had a lot of people on the payroll when we was doing security. Somebody might have this first 10 hours, that 10 hours, or whatever. He was paying law enforcement. He had a budget for law enforcement. Now, if something goes wrong, those people got friends in certain places. Then plus he tells his handler, yo, can you make this go away for me? I'll give you this and that. Now, that could be a lot of speculations or whatever like that. But why would you have or be working for a FBI agent if you're not an informant?
That's true. And also, it's a way to get rid of your ops, too. If Diddy has money like that, if he's not doing it for the money, it's to get rid of people who he think is a threat to him as well on the streets that he might be afraid of. Malik says, I know a dude that snitched on his own family and others, but everybody is scared of him. That's how it is, Malik. That's in a lot of these neighborhoods, man. In a lot of these neighborhoods, there are people who we know told on not only they told on their family members, they done told on their ops, and nobody's gonna confront them or say anything to them because they're afraid of them. I think that goes on a lot of these different places.
Why? So when you got that kind of money, you could hire people to make a lot of things go away for you. Like you hired lawyers. Those lawyers have police officers and people working for them and investigators. Those investigators were former officers. So all of them in the backyard in Diddy bed together.
So what you think happened? If he was an informant, like what made him turn on him?
Like I said, some people could retire. His name is too much in the news. Like, listen here, bro. They don't want you to be always in the news in a negative form. There's people that's probably worse than Diddy, but they not always in the news in a negative form. And then, like I said before, when he went against one of the world's biggest distributors of alcohol and spirits, they put out a campaign against him. They called their friends. They made him look real bad in the media. And a lot of that shit didn't go away, bro. It just compiled. And now with Cassie with her stuff, that Jonathan Odie, Lil Rob, and the 4 other people that filed cases. I think he got like 3 to 4 other cases that's filed against him that they trying to work out instead of going into court.
Darkman said, because in the 90s, Puffy was scared of certain people, and when they all died or got locked up by 98, he started getting real bold and gangster. Yes, he did. It was safe for him to go on the West Coast. Once Suge got arrested, he felt safe to go on the West Coast again. Yeah, Gene has been, for years, Gene has been saying these things. Now, he went into more detail about this and about Diddy being a confidential informant. I could totally believe that. Diddy will do anything to get over on people. He can be a petty guy. He's always been that way. It would not shock me at all that he was a criminal informant just so he can get after his ops or other people he didn't like. That wouldn't surprise me at all. What's good, the Sarah? Gmail, what's up? Soyidas? Make sure y'all like the stream. Because he's the type of guy, he just has that energy of, he wants to get over on people. I've heard some of the stories of what this guy has done. And again, he's done a lot in hip hop, but I think he's also done a lot of damage too. I think he's done a lot of damage. Where's Farnsworth Bentley?